The Blue Whale by Jenny Desmond. Once upon a time, a child took a book from the shelf and started to read. He read that a blue whale is a mammal of gigantic size and strength. It is the largest creature living on planet Earth. A blue whale can measure up to 100 feet. That is the same length as a truck, a digger, a boat, a car, a bicycle, a motorcycle, a van, and a tractor, all lined up. A blue whale's heart is the largest of any animal. It is as big as a small car and weighs about 1,300 pounds. Blue whales are grey, but they look bright blue underwater, which is how they got their name. Their skin colour ranges from dark to light grey, and it is mottled like marble. It feels smooth, rubbery and slippery to the touch. A blue whale's underbelly sometimes appears yellowish white. This happens when microorganisms called diatoms attach themselves to it. Every blue whale has unique markings similar to our fingerprints. Scientists use these along with their shape of the dorsal fin to identify individual whales. An average blue whale weighs around 160 tonnes, or about the same as a heap of 55 hippopotami. Females grow bigger and heavier than males. This is because the female cares for her baby on her own and needs to be big enough to produce enough milk to feed it. No land animal can be as big as a blue whale because no bone structure can be strong enough to support such colossal weight out of the water. The salt in seawater helps keep these huge whales buoyant. Seawater gives buoyancy to all other creatures too, like hippopotami and humans. A blue whale's eye is about 6 inches wide and has no tear gland or eyelashes. It is very small considering the size of its body. Blue whales have poor eyesight and a poor sense of smell and taste, but their hearing is excellent and their skin is highly sensitive. The top of a blue whale's mouth is lined with 300 to 400 baleen plates, which are made of a black fingernail-like material. A blue whale's tongue weighs 3 tons, and its mouth is so big that 50 people can stand inside it. Fortunately, blue whales don't eat people. Blue whales mostly eat krill, a tiny shrimp-like creature. During the summer months, they eat about 35 million krill each day, which is about 4 tons of food. But since they have narrow throats, they can swallow only a grapefruit-sized amount at one time. Blue whales eat different species of krill, depending on the ocean in which they live. To eat, the blue whale takes a giant gulp of seawater and krill. It takes so much water into its mouth that the ventral pleats below its jaw and belly expand like a huge accordion. When the blue whale is ready to swallow, it pushes out all the seaweed back out of its mouth with its tongue through its bristly baleen plates. These plates catch the krill for the whale to swallow. Because krill are bright orange, so too is a whale's poo. Baby blue whales don't eat krill. They drink their mother's milk. A baby blue calf is called a calf, and its mother is a cow. The calf is in its mother's womb for almost a year, and it is about 20 feet long when it is born. It drinks nearly 50 gallons of its mother's milk every day. And it can gain as much as 9 pounds per hour. By 8 months, the calf will start to feed itself by eating krill. Blue whales have approximately the same lifespan as that of a human. Today, scientists are able to determine a whale's age by tracking it from birth using photographic identification. Scientists use to identify a blue whale's approximate age by using the waxy earplug found inside its ear canal. Just as we can tell the age of a tree by counting the rings of its trunk, scientists can figure out the age of the whale by counting the bands of wax that had built up over time. This method could only be used on captured whales. However, so it is eventually abandoned as unethical as well as unreliable. Blue whales aren't able to breathe underwater, but they can hold their breath for up to 30 minutes, depending on their activity. When they come up to the surface for air, blue whales exhale through 2 nostril-like blowholes, blowing air as high as 32 foot, the height of 9 7-year-old boys. A single breath could inflate 2,000 balloons. The sound of a blue whale blowing is thunderous and can be heard up to several miles away. Blue whales are graceful, streamlined swimmers. Each side of its tail is called a fluke, and together these 2 flukes measure about 18 feet, the wingspan of a small plane. Flukes move up and down like birds' wings, not side to side like a fish's tail. Blue whales also have a small triangular dorsal fin on top of their backs and 2 short tapered flippers. Together, these help them to steer. blue whale's ears are located near its eyes and are tiny little holes. Despite this, blue whales have excellent hearing. This is important because they have to be able to hear each other in the ocean across great distances. Their song is louder than a jet engine and can be heard up to 1,000 miles away. They are one of the loudest animals in the world, but the frequency of the sound is too low for humans to hear it without the use of special equipment. The blue whale's song resembles a foghorn and vibrates through the water with pulses, moans, and rumbles. Sound is important to blue whales for both communication and navigation. It guides them through the ocean towards food and helps them find a mate. However, the noise coming from ships and other man-made vessels is often so loud that it interferes with marine life and can even confuse a mammal as large and loud as the blue whale. Blue whales have been found in all the oceans of the world. There are 3 subspecies of blue whale: the pygmy blue whale, the northern hemisphere blue whale, and the Antarctic blue whale. Most blue whales feed on krill during the summer months and then migrate to warmer areas near the equator for the winter, where pregnant females give birth. Blue whales sleep by taking very short naps while slowly swimming close to the ocean surface. This is called logging. They sleep in this way because they have to remember to open their blowhole in order to breathe. Blue whales can never completely lose consciousness, not even in sleep, otherwise they would drown. Unlike blue whales, people can drift into sleep without having to remember to breathe and keep themselves afloat. So we can fall asleep over a favourite book and begin to dream. Wow, that was an amazing story. I learned so much about the blue whale. I hope you have too.